Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, The Gemini Journalist. For those who are indeed joining us for the very first time, we are currently down to chapter 16, part 3 of The Rookie, the Royal Wedding, the Anniversary Surprise. Now, if you have not yet hit subscribe, if you haven't hit like, if you haven't turned that notification bell on, you need to do so now. At the end of the video, ensure that you hit share it with your friends, your family, your neighbors, you name it. Just tell everybody about the good stuff that's happening here. Of course, I'm reading the chapters of my novels free of cost for you, but in order for you to grab yourself a copy, you can click the links down below. I have my books available on Amazon. So for those who are not aware, I have the Rookie series, Helena Carson Finds True Love, and The Royal Wedding. I also have Call It What You Will, My Rape Story, and there's also an encounter for kids learning how to count from 1 to 10. Without further delay, let's just dive right in. Here we go. The Rookie, the Royal Wedding. Chapter 16, The Anniversary Surprise. Augustus threw himself onto the couch, switched the television on, scanned through several channels before deciding to watch the sports channel. Nothing of much interest was on. Nevertheless, he forced himself to watch the baseball game that was on. It didn't even matter to him who was winning or not. His mind had already begun to stray. "You all right, son?" "Oh, hey, Dad. Yeah, I'm good." "Where's Helena?" "Oh, she's still sleeping." "You care for a beer with that game?" "Kind of out of the norm to see you watching baseball. But hey, who am I to judge, right?" "I'll take that beer, Pops." Augustus loved Helena dearly and knew it was his responsibility to set things right once again. He kept trying to figure things out in his head. He kept asking himself, where can I find someone else? Someone else with less rules. "Here you go, son. You want to talk about it?" "Talk about what, Dad?" "I'm not an idiot, Augustus. You don't watch baseball, and you sure as hell don't drink beer in front of the sports channel. Unless it's a huge football game going on. I could understand basketball, but not baseball." "That's not Augustus Royal, so quit being smart and talk." "All right, you got me. But I don't want to talk about it. I think I've got this one covered." Covered my ass, John thought. "If you say so. Anyway, cheers." John raised his beer bottle and left the room, allowing Augustus to get some space. As a man, he understood the mood Augustus was in, and that in these times you definitely want to be alone, to think of your game plan. In this case, Augustus's game plan was to set things right between him and Helena. "Hey, sleepyhead." "Hey, Gus. What are you doing?" "Just watching a game till a beautiful lady wakes and join me." She smiled and threw herself on the couch. He wrapped his arms around her and allowed her to pull herself closer to him. He kissed her forehead, then returned his attention to the television. A football game was on. "Want to watch something else?" Augustus asked. "It doesn't really matter to me. I'd like to grab a bite, though. Perhaps a sandwich will do, or a fruit or vegetable salad." Helena responded. "Shall we go to the kitchen and see what ingredients there are in the chef's kitchen?" "Definitely," she responded with a smile. "Well, there's bread and definitely vegetables and fruits. You just have to decide what it is you'd like to have." Let's go with a sandwich. What fruits are available?" "Seems like just about everything." "Well, I'll take a full house fruit smoothie." "And your sandwich?" "Well, as for that, you could go with lettuce, tomato, and cheese, please." She pulled out one of the high stools from the counter and sat, patiently waiting for him to complete her special order. "One full house smoothie and cheese sandwich coming right up." "Thanks, Gus," she blushed, as he ran his fingers down her spine. He then kissed her cheek and added, "Anything else for you, sweetheart?" "I believe this is all for now. Thanks, love." A couple of days passed and Helena and Augustus still didn't talk about their plans of their upcoming wedding event. It's been a couple of days since I've decided to stay, and we still haven't come to terms about our decisions with our wedding plans. I've decided on taking up Joanna with her offer. Oh, yes, what's that? Well, she said she knows just the right person who doesn't require such a lengthy period. Go on. Well, that's it, babe. I've decided, but I'm still putting it to you first before we confirm anything with anyone. Well, I could ask Mom to set up a meeting and we meet with this individual and see how things go. Then we can take it from there. Sounds great, Gus. You tell Joanna I've agreed on that. I have a better idea, Lena. Why don't we both approach her? Let her know what we've come up with. Sure, that'll work out even better. After all, she might not believe if you told her. You got that right. She seems to have forgotten which of us is her child. Who has forgotten that who's whose child? Augustus cleared his throat. Well, Helena and I were just talking about our plans. He was talking about you, Joanna. And he sure is right. It's best I take you for my daughter and call him my son-in-law, because he certainly acts crazy these days. She and Helena laughed while Augustus shook his head. Anyway, Helena and I decided to take you up on your offer. What offer is that? I told him that you offered to share a contact with us for another priest. Oh, yes, definitely. But you must both be confident that you are ready to make this move. Yes, Joanna, I think we are. Gus and I just need a couple date nights to rekindle our love and try to relax some more. It's the tension of work and everything else that's been happening back home that's dangling in our heads. So we just need to forget about it for a while and think about us. After all, work's way crazier than we can ever decide to fix right now. Plus, that transfer would really do well for me, and Gus could get a job too. And you both want to sort marriage out first before he gets a job? Mom, shh. Helena was quiet for a bit. Then she responded, Yes, Joanna, I'm sure. I think the time we have now is best, because with Gus taking a new job, or if they are keeping him at the office and will agree to a transfer, he won't have the time on his hands for a honeymoon, and I have way too many perfect spots on my bucket list. Bucket list? Yes, Gus, my bucket list. She winked at him. Okay, anything you both say. When you're ready, let me know. Well, that's the thing. We are ready now. We just need you to make that call, set up the dates for us, and we'll take things from there. Well, let's see what I can do for you after lunch. Why don't you come on in the kitchen and help me? Augustus, go and get your father. We're having lunch by the lakeside. The lakeside? That's what I just said. Now go and fetch your father. Helena and I will load the truck with the meals. Augustus left Helena and Joanna's company. Come on, Helena, darling. Let's start. It's been a while since we had a lakeside lunch. You can pack a bag for you and Augustus in case you decide on taking a dip. It's been pretty warm the past few days, and the lakes are usually at their best temperature in summer. So we are lucky to have a couple of warm days in spring. They arrived by the lakeside cabin, the same cabin Augustus and Helena kicked off about Jasmine being the first girl to visit the royal farm. Helena rolled her eyes and kept her silence. What a fucking choice. Why on earth would they pick this bloody place? Breathe, Lena, breathe. You're gonna give yourself a fit. Helena, dear, let's go check on the tables before we carry out the food. John and Augustus will sort the firewood for us and all other manly jobs. Helena didn't respond. She knew better. She was trying really hard to keep it all in. I know you must be thinking of all the places why'd we take you down here. Well, this was the first place John and I had dinner when he first asked me out on a date. He never told me he had all this luxury sitting upon. He just told me he was making it a special evening in the hills. It wasn't until a while after, when I met his folks, that I discovered he was sitting on paradise. Sure, it didn't capture my eyes. To me, he was just another chap trying to take captive of my heart. Helena smiled, still holding her tongue. Here, love, let's clean these tables up. I'll have John and Augustus lift them closer to the lakeside for us. Everything going well with you ladies? Everything's well. Why don't you and Augustus move these benches closer to the lakeside so Helena and I can start setting up? We're on it. While John and Augustus were busy arranging the benches, Helena and Joanna headed back to the vehicle to grab the tablecloth, napkins, and utensils. We can start taking the food down now. I think we're all set so far. John, start up the fire. It'll help keep the bugs away. I'll do that while you're taking the food down. By the time you're back, we should all be ready to settle down and dig in. Sounds great to me. Alright, so there you have it, Gemini journalist fans. Thank you so much for taking the time out to join me here from your busy schedule as I read, and I swayed you away with another reading of the chapter of the Rookie series. Once again, we're down to the Rookie, the Royal Wedding. We did part 3 of chapter 16 today, the anniversary surprise. Now, if you are here for the very first time, just go ahead and hit subscribe, turn that notification bell on. You do not want to miss upcoming videos that will be posted here. Just as soon as we get through this chapter, or should I say as soon as we're through with this novel itself, because we do have a few more chapters to go. We have just about 4 more chapters to go. Just as we're done that, we have novels. I have quite a bit of novels lined up here, interviews to do with other authors. So remember, you just got to hit that notification bell, stick in, stay tuned, and just keep posted with all the updates that come your way. Also, we will be posting a few educational videos of my island as I share with you a little something about my culture here in Jamaica. Now, once again, go ahead and drop a comment down below if it is that you do want to see if I can do something differently here on my channel. Don't shy away. Go ahead and let me know. If you want to reach out to me via my social media sites, go ahead and do so as well. The links are also down below. I'm on Facebook. You can find me on Twitter, and you can find me on Instagram. Just go ahead and hook me up. Also, if it is that you are located here locally in Jamaica, I have copies of all my novels, and you can reach out to me. I can hook you up with your autographed copy. If you are an international viewer, you can just go ahead and hit the links below. My books are available on Amazon. So without delay, I just want to take the time out to thank you so much once again for taking the time out to join me here on the Gemini Journalist. We are moving down closer to the end of the novel, and as soon as this book itself is done, I will begin reading books every at least 2 days per week. So every Tuesday and every Thursday coming up soon, we will be switching up our days. But as of now, until the end of this chapter, until the end of this novel, I should say, I will be reading every Friday at 10 a.m. So definitely I look out to see you. Once again, I want to see those comments dropping below so I do know what it is I can do differently here on my channel. I mean, I'm here to please you, so if you don't reach out, I won't know what you're feeling, what's going on in your head. So just reach out and let me know. Alright, so you guys take care, stay safe, wear those masks. If you gotta wear your mask, stay safe, keep your family safe, have yourselves a wonderful, wonderful weekend. I will see you next week, Friday at 10 a.m. Thanks again for joining. This is your girl Ash on the Gemini Journalist. Peace out, stay safe.